Today, I'm going to be giving a brief overview of Stellar Cyber's open XDR platform, and the value that open XDR, or everything detection and response, brings to the enterprise. We at Stellar Cyber developed the world's first and leading open XDR platform. We've got hundreds of customers around the world. We have market-leading partnerships. We're a team of diverse security professionals making a platform for security operations. We've been recognized by various firms, including Gartner and RSA. What we're going to be getting into today is how Stellar Cyber's open XDR platform reduces enterprise security risk through everything detection and response. We'll unpack this statement in the next few slides and show you how it all works later in a demo. The challenge that we're going to be talking about today is a universal one, and one that isn't new. How does the enterprise efficiently respond to threats, thereby reducing risk, to common attacks like the one shown here, without breaking the bank? This question is the singular focus of our company and our platform. There's nothing secretive or proprietary about this question. It really comes down to just being a hard problem. A few reasons of why it's hard can be seen by looking at common pain points of today. First, lack of visibility and siloed tools. Even organizations that are collecting tons of data might suffer from lack of visibility because their tools' data don't talk to each other. Second, inefficient detection and response, manual data munging and correlation from analysts just to understand what's going on. Third, expensive operations and a complex security stack. Tons of tools and licenses to operate that adds up to huge operational complexity. These are the pain points that our platform addresses, and this is what we're going to be talking about today. Our platform is an open XDR platform. In our view, open XDR is everything detection and response. Anything less than everything doesn't deliver on the true promise of XDR and doesn't address the pain points shown earlier on lack of visibility, siloed tools, and inefficient detection and response. I'm going to get into the high-level architecture in the next slide, but first, some quick value propositions of Stellar Cyber's open XDR platform to the enterprise. First, the platform protects the entire attack surface. There are two key ways to think about this. First, we ship with 152 detections out of the box that auto-correlate together when related. Some of these detections are ML-based, some are not. So if you integrate with the appropriate data, that detection and any other associated detections will turn on automatically and start working. Easy as that. The second way to look at protecting the entire attack surface is the fact that we have an open architecture and can integrate with anything. Currently, we have a list of 150 supported integrations, and that list is rapidly growing. If we don't support an integration that is important for your enterprise, it's very fast for us to add that based off the frameworks that we've invested in. Next, our platform delivers increased performance as it relates to detection and response. We surveyed several customers on their ability to detect and respond before and after Stellar Cyber. And we found that customers were conservatively seeing an 8x increase in MTTD and 20x increase in MTTR. How the performance increase is made possible is the subject of the next slide. But as a quick spoiler, it's all about data modeling and correlation. Finally, our platform allows for an overall reduction in security costs and simplification of operations. The first important stat on this is that we have zero dependencies. We deploy anywhere, on-prem, in the cloud, in a hybrid model, and we integrate with all of your existing tools so you can keep your investments. Second, we have one license that wraps multiple capabilities together, including Next-Gen SIEM, NDR, and the threat intelligence platform. We are not a Next-Gen SIEM. However, we provide all key capability of one, like collection, storage, search, threat hunting, and dashboards. Now I'm going to talk through how those value propositions are made possible. The analytic outcome that our platform is all about is how you turn all of your telemetry into correlated incidents and response. This, of course, starts with the entire attack surface. All the tools from your enterprise, from network to endpoint to cloud to identity to applications. This is just a small representative list of tools. And recall that since we are an open XDR platform and we've invested in our integration frameworks, if we don't have a key integration for your environment, we can get that done and get it added rapidly. Stellar Cyber's logo is under network and endpoint here because we do offer, if it makes sense for the environment, a network sensor with metadata collection, IDS, and sandbox capabilities, as well as server sensors for collecting telemetry. This is a customer business decision, whether or not to use these native capabilities. We built them because we saw many customers have common blind spots and wanted the simplicity of a single license. The second architectural step is the mandatory normalization and enrichment of data. Normalization here means to apply a standard data model to all data, regardless of source. All of these tools on the left here were never designed to work with each other, and their data was never designed to interoperate. That is why normalization is so important. It is so if a firewall, regardless of the manufacturer, results in data that looks the same. More importantly, it's so that data from, for example, network and endpoint sources can seamlessly be correlated without any extra effort. The second part of this step is in the enrichment. We enrich all the data with threat intel where applicable on things like IP addresses or file hashes, and we enrich data with involved entities where possible, like the criticality and context of a particular asset. This is a huge productivity gain for analysts having all of this at their fingertips. What normalization and enrichment sets the foundation for is first, supercharged analyst workflows, and second, the ability to develop and deploy meaningful AI. Data is necessary for AI, and if data isn't controlled, if it always looks different, there's no hope to advance common AI models in a product like ours. This is why a lot of enterprise AI products have trouble delivering value. It's because the data complexity problem isn't rigorously solved. That data foundation sets up the next part of our architecture, which is our detections and incident correlations. Recall that we have 152 detections that ship out of the box. These operate on normalized, enriched telemetry from all of your sources. With the alerts created by these detections, we take those and perform what we call incident correlation. When multiple alerts are related, either temporally or through shared entities, they are correlated together through ML into a single incident. The result is having the machine put together most, if not all, the context of an incident, which allows a much more effective and efficient response. Look at less things and focus on the right things. Finally, the last part of the architecture is the automated intelligent response. We use the same integrations we collect data from where applicable, in addition to some other workflow tool integrations to allow enterprises to configure response playbooks that make the most sense for them. Maybe this is as simple as creating tickets based off certain types of alerts or incidents to truly keep a human in the loop. Maybe this means a much more automated response, like quarantining a host or disabling a user account based off certain criteria. The key here is you can configure whatever makes the most sense for you, and we ship with out-of-the-box playbooks to make that easy. In summary, on the high-level architecture, the correlations and the automated response are really the analytical security output that our open XDR platform provides. But these things are only made possible because of open integrations to see the entire attack surface and a mandatory, rigorous normalization and enrichment of data. To recap what we've discussed today, Stellar Cyber's open XDR platform reduces enterprise security risk through everything detection and response. The value of the platform directly addresses those common pain points discussed earlier. Lack of visibility in siloed tools is turned into full visibility of the entire attack surface. Inefficient detection and response is addressed by all the technology that results in increased performance. And an expensive security stack and the manpower to support that stack is addressed through a single license product meant to simplify operations.